Did you know that the world's very first billionaire wasn't a tech mogul like Elon Musk, or a stock market king like Warren Buffett? The title of world's first billionaire belongs to a man from the 1800s, a man whose empire grew so large it shaped the entire modern world. This is the shocking story of John D. Rockefeller, the oil tycoon who didn't just make money, he changed history. And trust me, once you hear how he did it, you'll never look at today's billionaires the same way again. Let's go back in time. John Davison Rockefeller was born in 1839 in upstate New York. His father, William Rockefeller, was a traveling salesman, but not in a good way. He was known as a con artist, selling fake medicines and cheating people out of their savings. Because of this unstable family life, young John learned two things very early. 1, never trust anyone completely. And 2, money is power. From childhood, he worked odd jobs, sold candies, and even raised turkeys to help his struggling family. At just 16, Rockefeller got his first real job as a bookkeeper at a shipping firm, and right from the start, he showed a gift for numbers, discipline, and negotiation. He saved every penny, tracked every cent, and dreamed of something bigger. By 23, he had scraped together enough money, some borrowed, to start his own oil refining business with a few partners in Cleveland, Ohio. Now, here's where Rockefeller's genius kicked in. At that time, the oil business was a chaotic gold rush. Everyone was drilling, refining, and selling oil in a wild, unregulated market. But Rockefeller saw the real opportunity, not in drilling, but in refining. By 1870, he founded Standard Oil, and his empire exploded. He made secret deals with railroad companies to transport his oil cheaper than anyone else. He undercut his rivals, slashed prices, and when they went bankrupt, he bought them at rock-bottom prices. Some called it brilliant, others called it brutal. But the result was clear. By the 1880s, Rockefeller controlled over 90% of America's oil refineries and pipelines. Think about that. 9 out of every 10 barrels of oil in the US came from Standard Oil. It wasn't just a company, it was a monopoly, and Rockefeller was the king. But with great power came great enemies. Journalists called him the richest and most hated man in America. One reporter, Ida Tarbell, whose own father was ruined by Standard Oil, published a series of articles exposing Rockefeller's ruthless tactics. Her writings ignited public outrage and caught the attention of the US government. And in 1911, after years of legal battles, the Supreme Court finally ordered Standard Oil to be broken up under antitrust laws. They split the company into 34 separate companies, names you might recognize today: ExxonMobil, Chevron, BP, all descendants of Rockefeller's empire. But here's the twist most people miss. Breaking up Standard Oil didn't destroy Rockefeller's fortune. It multiplied it. Because he owned shares in all the new companies, and as they grew independently, his wealth skyrocketed. In 1916, John D. Rockefeller became the world's first official billionaire. In today's terms, his wealth would be over $400 billion, more than double what Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos have at their peak. At one point, Rockefeller's fortune was equal to 2% of the entire US economy. No billionaire today even comes close to that level of control. But Rockefeller's story doesn't end with money. In his later years, he transformed himself from a feared monopolist into one of history's greatest philanthropists. He donated over $500 million during his lifetime, funding schools, universities, medical research, and public health campaigns. He founded the University of Chicago, helped establish the Rockefeller Foundation, and funded scientists who made breakthroughs in medicine. Diseases like yellow fever and hookworm were virtually eradicated thanks to his donations. He invented the model of billionaire philanthropy that people like Bill Gates follow today. If you found this story eye-opening, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss more powerful stories from history. And tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching. and I'll see you in the next video.